Okay guys, so for my Phonology B mini project, I'm going to talk about a lesson I did recently where I worked on single vowel sounds and a couple of diphthongs, which are often contained in past simple verbs. I chose to work on this because I noticed in the class that we've been telling a lot of stories and using a lot of the narrative tenses recently. So when they were doing this, I noticed they were making a lot of errors with their pronunciation, especially in the past simple verbs. So what I did was first to instruct them on using the phonetic chart, Underhill's phonetic chart, and kind of basically explain it to them similar to how Underhill does it in his video, where he's kind of showing the different positions of the vowels on the chart and how they correspond to the different mouth positions, how the lips are, for example with E, okay, the lips are nice and spread, and ooh, they kind of go into a more rounded position. So once I'd done that, I gave them some verbs that they had to transfer into the past simple and figure out what sound they correspond to. And what monophthong or diphthong that they contain. So the students' reaction at first was a bit apprehensive. I think they felt a bit embarrassed by making all those sounds, and it's a bit of a strange activity. But I think once they understood the relevance of it, they started to get a lot more engaged and into the class. And then with the second task, I think they were able to do that a lot more easily because because of the instruction given. When I compare it to some of the other pronunciation tasks we've done in the past, I think they got a lot more out of it. So yeah, I think my evaluation of the task was that it was very effective because the students were engaged. I think they felt like they got a lot out of the class, and then once I had instructed them on the chart at the start, I could always go back and in case they made any errors in the second activity, to kind of check that pronunciation and try and elicit the sound from them by just miming the mouth positions. A common example, a common error they were making was like out, which is very common for Spanish speakers because they're reading the word as it's written and they're saying it like that, where maybe it should be thought or, and just that single vowel sound.